The Three Brothers, a story of sacrifice, kindness, and a miracle in a small village. 3 brothers lived. Pedro, the eldest, at 12 years old. Felipe II, at 8. And Juan, the youngest, at 6. They lived with their mother, Nanay Juanita, who had been very ill for a long time. Their father had passed away, and they were struggling to survive. There was nothing left to eat. Wanting to help his sick mother, Pedro decided to go to town and look for a job. Luckily, he was hired at the wealthy man's mansion to take care of the horses. But what seemed like a blessing turned into a curse. The cruel wealthy man made Pedro a slave, and he was never allowed to return home. Back in the village, Felipe and Juan were left with their sick mother. Desperate and hungry, the 2 younger brothers started gathering firewood from the nearby forest to sell in the market. They used the little money they earned to buy rice and cook porridge to feed their mother and themselves. One day, Felipe decided to go to town to look for Pedro. Unfortunately, like his older brother, Felipe also ended up at the wealthy man's mansion and was given the same job taking care of the horses. And like Pedro, he too became a slave, unable to return home. Now only Juan remained with their mother. He was too young and too small to find work, so he continued to collect and sell firewood. But their mother's condition worsened, and the little money he earned was not enough. Desperate and determined, Juan decided to follow his brothers, but, unlike them, he vowed not to stay in the palace. He only wanted to find a way to help his mother and bring his brothers home. When he arrived at the palace and asked for a job, he was rejected for being too young, but Juan did not give up. He made a bold offer to the wealthy man. "I will let you whip me 100 times. Just give me a cent for every lash, so I can buy food for my sick mother." The cruel wealthy man agreed. He whipped Juan 100 times, leaving the boy's back and buttocks bleeding and bruised. Juan received 10 pesos in total. On his way home, Juan passed by an old woman on the road. "Why are you bleeding, child?" she asked gently. "I needed money for food. My mother is sick and I had nothing left to sell, so I let the wealthy man whip me for a few coins," Juan answered. The old woman was deeply moved. She asked, "Do you have even a single coin to spare?" "I haven't eaten all day." Despite his pain and hardship, Juan gave her his last remaining coin. The old woman smiled warmly. "You are a kind boy, even in your suffering. As a reward, take this black handkerchief. Place it on your altar when you get home. Tonight at midnight, go to the wealthy man's mansion. Climb the 3rd post, but beware, dogs are guarding the area. Be careful. On your way down, you'll find a white flower growing near the post. Wrap it in the black handkerchief and return home quietly. Place it on your altar." Juan was determined to do as he was told, imagining he was already holding the white flower. After cooking dinner and feeding his mother, he waited until midnight. He snuck into the palace grounds, avoided the guard dogs, climbed the 3rd post, found the flower, wrapped it in the black cloth, and returned home safely. The next morning, Juan was awakened by a strange sound: gold coins falling from the roof of their tiny hut. Their home is filled with gold. Juan remembered the old woman. She was no ordinary poor old woman. She was a kind angel, testing his heart. With the money, Juan took his mother to the doctor. He returned to the mansion and bought the freedom of Pedro and Felipe. Reunited at last, the brothers hugged tightly, tears of joy in their eyes. They used their wealth to purchase land, construct a large house, and assist the impoverished in their village. From then on, the 3 brothers, especially brave and kind Juan, were known for their love for family, their kindness to strangers, and their belief that even in the darkest times, a good heart can shine the brightest. Moral of the story: true kindness and selflessness, even in the face of suffering, bring great rewards. A good heart, no matter how small or young, can can overcome hardships, inspire miracles, and change lives not just for oneself, but for others as well. Thank you for watching. The end.